Coach Annese, thank you. And 48 hours, what's it feeling like as you are getting ready?
Well, it's a lot of anxiety, anticipation, looking forward to the opportunity. This team's worked really hard, and I'm very proud of them, moving up to this point. They've done everything they could to be prepared, so then let's go out and have fun.
And can I ask you this, as you are leading up to the game and from the beginning of training camp till now, are you happy with the way both sides of the ball, including special teams, are clicking? And what do you like about your team as you enter that first game?
Yeah, we've done everything we need to do in preparation for a game. Our kids have, from the jump in the middle of January, they've done whatever they need to do to be the best version of themselves, and so now I think offensively we've done really nice things. Defensively, we really we've really improved that side of the ball. Truthfully, hopefully it results in great play, but we got really good personnel over on the defensive side of the ball, and special teams has been good. So we're excited about our opportunity on Thursday.
And obviously you like to emphasize game by game by game. Even though you're trying to take this as season opener, as a game, there has to be a little different feel because you are the champs, right?
Well, we've been the champs, 3 years in a row in the GLIAC, and so, people want to make there's a target on your back because you're national champs, but, we've kind of dealt with, being GLIAC champs 3 years in a row and having to, defend that. And, we've been undefeated, I guess, in 18 and then 19 in the regular season and obviously in 2021. So we've had to deal with that, and so this team's been resilient. The guys that are experienced know what it takes to have a workman's approach, focusing on being the best you can be in the week that you're playing, and so we know that you only get one a week, and so you can't throw away a opportunity to just go out and perform in front of a big crowd on a Thursday night.
And can you just talk about how are the quarterbacks doing? Obviously, from what I gather last year, it's more of like a mix of quarterbacks interchanging, and I'm assuming that's going to be the same approach this year as far as that first game. And just talk about what's their mentality as they get ready.
Yeah, it's funny. I talked to Jared Bernhardt yesterday, and he says, "Man, I can't believe it's been a year since that Findlay game." And he says, there was 20 minutes before the game, and I still didn't even know if I was starting or not. I laughed, and I said, "Yeah, I know. They feel the same way right now." So, I'm just the kind of guy that likes guys hungry, and so our quarterbacks will do great. Whoever's out there and having the opportunity, they'll do great.
And just talk about your opponent, Central Washington. Caleb Bush is talking about this is a team that's a good team, and this has a team that has capability of putting up points.
Yeah, they actually when we went and played there, they're a very competitive team. I think it was late in the third quarter we were one touchdown game against them, and so they're a really good program. Their coach is really a good coach, and their players are very competitive. They know what it takes to be successful, and they're not going to come here and be intimidated. We're going to have to go out and win the game. They're not going to give it to us.
You guys beat them last time in 2019, 62-28, so should we expect another high-scoring game?
Well, we scored actually, I think, 4 of those touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and so it was a close game, and we finally, got a little wiggle room away from them in the fourth quarter, but they're a competitive team, and I don't know about high scoring. Hopefully we can hold them down a little bit, and if there's a group that has the most experience, it's our defense right now, and offensively, we'll see. I feel pretty confident that we got a good group of guys, but we've got some inexperience there, so we'll see how we perform, particularly in the offensive line.
And congratulations on your 10th season, and you've gone So can you kind of tell me what do you do for the first game that makes you guys come out and show off your best?
That's a good question. We lost that opener in 13 to a pretty lousy North Dakota State team that was the national champions. Actually, we played them. They had beaten Kansas State the week before. So we've played well. I'd like to think it has a lot to do with what our guys do in the off season, what our strength coach does with our guys in the off season, and what our plan is from a camp perspective. And so I think we practice in a unique style, fast-paced, unique style, and I think it really helps our guys to be ready for that opener.
And you got 5 guys in that QB spot, so do you feel a sort of sense of comfort, I would say, knowing that you have that many guys to take on that role?
Yeah, like last year, Malik played in every game. He also started in the regional championship game against Northwest Missouri State and played very, very well. Evan scored a touchdown in 2018 against Northwest Missouri State and against Ouachita Baptist in a regional championship game in 18. So, back in 18, I was young, didn't have much gray hair, and felt energetic. So now I'm old, and I think somehow in the 60s age-wise. So in simple terms, Evan's been here a long time, and so let alone then Jesse Rivera's been with us a while now, and the young guys Trinidad Chambliss and Carson Gulker are really talented guys.
And as she was talking about the quarterbacks, you did mention about Jared Bernhardt, and that is a tough man to replace. Obviously, he's now with the Falcons. And what is the mentality as far as the QBs? And they know that they have to pick it up a little, and they may, if you want another national championship, you got to be almost as good,
Yeah, nobody's Jared Bernhardt. I guess Barry Sanders is running the ball, and that's the last guy I've seen that has the lateral movement that Jared Bernhardt had. So he made us all good coaches, and we appreciate that. And we're about 20 minutes away, I think, from finding out whether he made the 53-man roster for the Falcons. And if he does, we'll be watching him play on Sunday, so which is really cool. But our guys know they don't have to be Jared Bernhardt to be effective. His skill set was, extraordinarily unbelievable when it comes to running the ball. So we used a lot of design quarterback runs. The other guys, they're good runners, but they're not. We're not going to just hang our hat on quarterback run game, but they throw it a little bit better than Jared. So do I, by the way. So even though he completed passes, he was a work in progress throwing the ball. And so we miss him, but our guys don't have to be him to be successful.
How proud are you as a coach having guys go off to the NFL, but also being #1 for the preseason polls?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's exciting to see our guys succeed in the NFL, and as far as our rankings go, that's more about what happened last year than what's happened this year. Like, we haven't done anything since December 18th, so nothing we've done to earn that ranking other than the fact that they were #1. A year ago they won the national championship, so let's just put them #1 this year. So that's the way it works. I've been there before when it comes to being a coach, but so it means nothing to us as far as rankings go, truthfully. Rob and Harrison can figure out how to utilize that to promote us, but other than that, we really don't care about the ranking. We know we need to do it on the field.
What's one thing you're really hoping to see from your guys this season?
I just hope we remain gritty, which I'm pretty confident we will be fierce competitors, which I'm pretty confident we will be, and then just have a great attitude and approach. And lastly, I just want them to have fun. Sometimes people, when they don't have fun, they put too much of an edge on it. And people talk about college football being business, and maybe it is at some level. For me, it's a game. We're playing a game, and I want to have fun, and I want the guys to have fun playing that game.